Welcome onto the mat. In the series where we are exploring the 7 vital principles. So today's principle that we are going to work with is to still the mind. So I feel this is something that a lot of people do during meditation. And I'm not trying to convince you to still the mind, so meeting resistance with resistance and creating even more war inside of you. But stilling the mind, I'm just going to guide you towards the sensation and the realization that once we come onto the mat, we distance ourselves from the responsibility to respond to the world. So this is really your space of stillness. The responsibility to do anything is falling away. Even though there is this sensation and this want and need that I am doing yoga. So in today's class, we're going to separate from the doer, noticing that the body is doing yoga. We are observing from the mind to the body, and the perception is observing the mind. So in that sense, we're just going to allow the mind to be, allow the body to be exactly the way that it is. And through that, noticing that if we do not give instructions the whole time, and if we allow this process to unravel naturally, that it becomes the silent, soft, gentle movement through the body, through the mind, and observing into presence. Whatever we're doing with the breath is a direct influence on the mind. So slowly, gently breathe, noticing how breathing is happening, instead of trying to claim the breath and say, I am breathing. Eyes look inward to notice the state of now. Happy, energetic, bored, afraid, tired, frustrated. Imagining that the eyes are perceiving from the back of the head. Observing oneself from the inner silence. Inhaling, sinking deeper back. Exhaling, settling your awareness there. Sharpening the direction of this concentrated surrender. Guiding the hands to the center of the chest in prayer. Let's notice how we can hear the echo of the universe through chanting Om 3 times. Deep breath in and out. Inhale for 3 Om. Humbly bowing the head down towards the Supreme Self. And slowly starting to blink open those beautiful eyes and resting the hands onto the knee. Beautiful. So from there, we're just going to start working into the shoulders. Keeping the hands onto the knees, we're going to drop the one shoulder forward as we straighten into that arm. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, straighten, drop down, curl into the spine, twist, and come back to center. Inhale to the side. Exhale. Other side. And coming all the way back. Reaching the hands all the way up into the sky. And as we exhale, we bring the elbows to touch. Inhale, reaching all the way up, straighten. Exhale, bending into the elbows to touch. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend into the elbows next to the body. And from there, we reach the hands all the way up. Bring the palms together. We're now going to inhale as you bring the hands down towards your back. And exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Beautiful. Insulating all 10 fingers. So now we're inhaling as we drop the shoulders over to the one side. And as we exhale, we bring it over towards the other side. Using the breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Beautiful. Now, keeping the arms into a zero shape. We inhale, reach the hands as far back as you can, and exhale, drop them forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Beautiful. We're keeping the hands clasped. We're not going to drop these hands down. We're going to start to play around with the legs, but using the core. So really important, if you want to lift your leg, please don't imagine that you're lifting from the knee or lifting from the ankle. Imagine that you're lifting from the core. These muscles are, believe it or not, all the way connected down into your legs. So it's much easier for us to have a strong core and imagine the core is lifting the legs up. So from there, we're taking the legs all the way out towards the sides. Beautiful. Now from there, we are bending into the right leg. Bending into the left leg, place the left leg next to the hip. Then we're coming all the way up. It's okay if we fall over, and exhale, coming all the way down. Straightening into the left leg, straightening into the right leg. Beautiful. Then the left leg comes into the perineum and the right leg drops down next to the hip. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, dropping all the way down. Straightening into the legs. Beautiful. Left leg bend, right leg bends. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, dropping all the way down. Straighten into the left, straighten into the right. Bend into the left, bend into the right. Lifting the hips all the way up. And drop the hips all the way down. Now bring both the feet in front of you, making sure that you have the feet a little bit wider than you have the hips here. Beautiful. So we're just going to do the same movement. Your legs knows where to fall now. So from here, we bring it over, bring it up, bring it down, over, up, and down, over, up, and down, over, up, and down, over, up, and down. One last time to the side. Beautiful. Keep the legs nice and wide. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to turn around to show you how it looks like from the side, what we're going to do next. So from this position, we're going to reach the hands up, then start imagining that you're dropping the spine from the lumbar all the way down until you create a C shape. Okay, so from there, we lift the legs all the way up. Left hand stays forward, right hand reaches back. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bringing it all the way back to center, and left arm reaches back. 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Exhale. Bring it all the way back to center. We now take the hands all the way back. Open up the chest as much as we can. Beautiful. Bend the knees a little bit closer towards the chest now. Don't drop the chest down. Keep lengthening and blooming open. Now from here, we're going to drop the knees over towards the right side. Bring them back and exhale over to the left. Bring them back over to the right. Bring them back over to the left. Bring them back. Right side, exhale. Inhale brings them back. Left side. Inhale. One more time to each side. Beautiful. Coming all the way back to center. Now, coming onto your right hand, coming onto your left hand. Legs are still up. Grab hold of the back of your knees. Straighten into the spine. Beautiful. Flex into the feet. And let's stay in our boat for 5 deep breaths. Spine is nice and straight, keeping the integrity of your body. Notice the mind is going crazy. The awareness is the subject, the mind is the object today. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms all the way up, and let's come down forward. It doesn't matter if you can touch your feet or not. We are more aware of the spine being as straight as it can here. Now from there, let's take 5 deep breaths into our prana vayu. So hopefully the body is nice and warm now. We're going to grab the hands behind the knees and just create enough momentum. So come up for 1, for 2, and 3 brings us all the way up. Resting the hands down. Beautiful. Just feeling into the legs, resting into the neck. It doesn't matter if the the hands are touching the floor or not. I really hope your feet are touching the floor. Just relax as much as you can. If you slightly need a little bit more into the toes, relax a little bit more into the head. Send the hips up and relax the top of the body down. We're going to strengthen and work with the breath, noticing how that influences the mind. You are watching the body through the mind, but the awareness is watching the mind. From there, we're placing both the hands firmly down into the floor. If you have to bend into your knees here in order to get your hands down, or if you have blocks, that is perfectly okay. We're activating into the stomach here by tapping our toes onto our wrists. It looks like this, using your breath. One more on each side. You've got this. Beautiful. Keep your hands exactly where they are. If you are at the front edge of your mat, keep your hands broad, your shoulders broad, and slowly start walking your legs back into a downward facing dog. From here, we're starting to pedal into the feet, using the breath. Coming all the way back into a normal and stagnant downward facing dog. The wrists are the sixth finger, blooming the chest open all the way towards the thighs, pushing the hips back not only to the top, the heels are growing really, really heavy, feeling the stretch into the back of the body. So from here, we inhale onto the tip toes, exhale, slightly bend into the knees, roll into our high plank, and back into downward facing dog. Inhale onto the tip toes, exhale, bend into the knees, roll into high plank, and back to down dog. Inhale onto the tip toes, exhale, bend into the knees, roll into a high plank, back into down dog. 2 more times. Beautiful. So from this downward facing dog, we're slowly going to walk our feet all the way back. And hang. Beautiful. Hanging like a rag doll. You can even bend into your arms, resting your hands into your elbows here. Slightly swaying your hips from left to right. Then coming all the way back to center. So from here, the right knee is slightly going to bend, keeping the left leg as straight as we can. We're resting the elbow of the right arm onto the right knee. Then from there, we reach the left arm high up, flip the palm, and see if you can grab hold of that right thigh. Keeping the neck nice and straight. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, releases the hand all the way up and straighten both the legs, hanging back in ragdoll. More deep breaths, letting go of all the muscles in your neck. Bring your awareness back to observing the mind. No responsibility to change, but simply to become aware of what is roaming around in that space. And keeping the right leg straight, bending into the left knee here. Rest the left elbow onto the left knee. Reach that right hand all flip the palm and see if you can grab hold of the left thigh with the right hand. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Beautiful. On the next inhale, the right hand reaches all the way up, and as it drops down, we straighten into the legs, hanging like a rag doll here. Activating into both our legs. What we're going to do is bring the fingertips next to the pinky toes here. We're going to bend into the knees, try to create that connection between your body and also your thighs. Beautiful. From here, we're going to reach the hands all the way to the back, insulate all 10 fingers, open up the chest. It's okay if the chest is not touching, but still keep some form of awareness connected to the thighs here. Then from there, right heel up on the inhale, drop that heel down. Left heel up, drop it down. Right heel up, drop it down. Inhale left, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale right. Inhale, exhale. One more on each side. Left to go. Beautiful. Bringing the arms all the way forward now and bounce into the hips here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, body down. Ragdoll. Elongate the exhales here as much as we can. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Beautiful.